The lie your brain tells you every day. Have you ever walked into a room and felt 100 eyes on you? Convinced that everyone noticed the coffee stain on your shirt, the stumble in your step, the wrong thing you just said? You are not alone. But what if I told you that feeling is one of the most convincing lies your brain will ever tell you? Today, we're going on a journey to confront a universal, invisible foe, the spotlight effect. This isn't just about shyness. It's about the fundamental way we misperceive our place in the social world, a cognitive bias that convinces us we are constantly on stage. By the end of this journey, you won't just understand this mental trick. You'll have the tools to turn down its blinding light and step into a freer, more authentic version of yourself. Act 1. The ordinary world of the imagined audience. Our hero, let's say it's you, lives in a familiar world. It's a world governed by an unspoken rule. You are the star of the show, and everyone else is your critic. You rehearse conversations before you have them. You change your outfit 3 times, certain the first 2 choices would be silently judged. You deliver a presentation and leave convinced that everyone saw your hands tremble and will talk about it for weeks. This is your ordinary world, a life subtly constrained by an imagined audience. Psychologists call this the spotlight effect. It's the tendency to believe that others are paying far more attention to our appearance and behavior than they actually are. Think of it like this. You're walking around with a psychic spotlight permanently trained on you, but the truth is, you're the only one who can see its beam. This bias doesn't come from nowhere. Its roots are ancient and primal. From our earliest days, a caregiver's watchful eye was essential for survival. Being noticed meant being cared for. But in the modern social jungle, that hardwired sensitivity can misfire, turning every social space into a potential stage and every person into a potential critic. The call to adventure comes in a moment of quiet revelation. Perhaps a friend confesses they didn't even notice the stain you were obsessing over. Maybe you realize, with a shock, that you can barely recall what a colleague wore yesterday. This is the first crack in the illusion. The hero begins to question, what if the spotlight isn't as bright as I think? Act 2. The descent into the truth and the tools of liberation. The refusal of the call is strong. It feels safer to stay in the familiar anxiety than to venture into the unknown territory of not caring. But the hero presses on, crossing the first threshold into a new understanding. The journey leads to a powerful, almost liberating truth. People are not thinking about you. They are thinking about themselves and what you are thinking about them. Think about the last party you attended. You were worried about your awkward laugh. Someone else was cringing over a joke that fell flat. Another was regretting their outfit. We are all simultaneously stars in our own private dramas and mere extras in everyone else's. Landmark research by Thomas Gilovich and Kenneth Savitsky proved this. In one famous experiment, they asked students to wear an embarrassing t-shirt into a room of peers. The wearers predicted about half the room would notice. The actual number? Less than a quarter. Our perception is often more than twice as skeeved as reality. This is where we meet our mentors and gather our tools. The first tool is perspective taking. When you feel the heat of the spotlight, deliberately shift your gaze outward. Look at the people around you. Really look. See the person checking their phone, the one lost in thought, the one whispering to a friend about their own life. They are the protagonists of their own story. You are a background character, and that is a profound relief. The second tool is the reality check. This is the ordeal of the journey, facing the fear directly. If you're terrified everyone will judge you for eating alone, do it. If you're afraid to speak up in a meeting, raise your hand. Expose yourself to the very situation you fear. What you'll discover, time and again, is that the catastrophic judgment you imagined never materializes. The world does not end. The spotlight flickers and fades because it was powered by your own anxiety, not by anyone else's attention. Act 3. Returning with the elixir of social freedom. Having faced the ordeal, the hero seizes the reward, a new, quieter mind. The constant nagging narrator of self-evaluation begins to lose its voice. You are resurrected not as a more perfect person, but as a more present one. The final stage of the journey is the return to the ordinary world, but you bring back an elixir, the freedom of negligible visibility. This isn't about becoming arrogant or self-absorbed. It's the opposite. It's about dissolving the ego's paranoid bubble. When you stop overestimating how much people notice you, you are freed from the prison of your own self-consciousness. You can finally listen in a conversation instead of planning what to say next. You can wear what feels good, not what you think will earn invisible points. You can try, fail, and learn without the phantom audience booing in your head. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to live as if the spotlight is off, because for everyone else, it always has been. They are all too busy standing in their own. The world is not a stage with you at the center. It's a shared space where we are all, mercifully, just passing through. So take a deep breath, step out of the blinding beam of your own making, and enjoy the beautiful, anonymous freedom of being perfectly, wonderfully ordinary.